Hello, buddy. Shotgun into 1000 point for duty. Welcoming you back to more Pokemon HeartGold. In the last episode, we entered the Goldenrod radio tower because we heard that Team Rocket are raiding the tower. And it's up to us to stop them. I battled all the grunts off camera, so we don't have to worry too much about them. And, this path over here I haven't actually battled yet because we're not actually supposed to go that way. What you're supposed to do is supposed to go up to these stairs. And, oh. I thought that there was... I thought there wasn't another floor here. Oh, I made things a little bit awkward here. Right, okay, so we got some more Team Rocket grunts to battle against. Well, this turned out to be interesting. Right, we'll save my Dragon Rages. We should really have a different Dragon move by this point, but then again, Dragonair doesn't really learn a lot of decent Dragon-type moves. A double Ekans, I see, okay. Use Flamethrower again, and that should be the end of it. Actually, something else I actually did realize I forgot to do. I forgot to do a bio for Gyarados, I believe. So, if I did indeed forget to do that, I'm sorry. Because I can do that right now while we're doing this. With Gyarados, obviously as you knew when we was at the Lake of Rage, you can normally find this Pokemon by surfing or fishing, but under story progression in the Lake of Rage. And of course you can find the genuine shiny, which you saw us caught. Because in this game, this is actually different compared to Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, because you know, in that game, it was a 1 in 4,096 chance or somewhat. But before Generation 6 onwards came out, the chances of finding a shiny Pokemon was 1 in 8,192, with no extra methods to boost the chances like the Shiny Charm, which you can only get by catching every Pokemon in the Pokédex. But Gyarados is known for one thing, being intimidating. Yeah, that's the, oh yeah, actually, God, I am getting all over the joint here. My brain is literally like mush at the minute. But yeah, like, going back to what I'm saying. Gyarados is known to being intimidating, which is the ability that it carries. He's average in speed, capable of taking some hits, but not all. It can be a formidable foe, but it can be backed into a corner if you're dealing with any electric-type Pokemon. But going back to when I mentioned Mantine, saying it is better than Gyarados should... hang on, wait. Back when I mentioned Mantine, saying it is better than Gyarados should stop us all from enjoying the using one regardless. Okay, I think there was like a typing error on that one, because that word should say shouldn't, and I don't know why it says saying that Mantine is better than Gyarados should stop us all from using Gyarados regardless. That's not the case, no. You should never stop using Gyarados because he is a good Pokemon to use. I'm just saying that Mantine can be more better than Gyarados, mainly because of Mantine's ability known as Swift Swim. But yeah, that kind of backfired. Oh dear. Yeah, because I can honestly say that was like a typing error, that is, because it happens all the time when I'm using devices. It's like on my iPhone, I type in a word and I know I hit the letter I, but instead it always recognizes me hitting either the U or the O. I do not know why, but it does. And sometimes that can happen on my laptop when you are known for typing way too fast. Because it's like you're doing that noise, and your hand is literally covering up the keyboard that you can't actually see which keys you're hitting unless you see them on your screen to the last second. So yeah, for one thing I can definitely do recall, this is definitely the last floor where the Team Rocket grunts are stored. Come on, Dragonair. Oh, come on! Why is it? I honestly, I'm not kidding. I hate going on about this time after time again. Why is it when we human players have a Pokemon that has a status condition inflicted on them of paralysis, sleep, freeze, confusion, we always get the negative of it, but the AI always gets the positive? Like, you paralyze the AI, they never ever get fully paralyzed and able to move. You put them to sleep, they wake up in turn 2, but for you, it takes literally 5 turns almost all the time. Freeze. You have a 20% chance of being thawed out. Very first time, AI doesn't move when their Pokemon is frozen. They thaw out on the same turn of being frozen to begin with. But you, it takes like 6 tries, maybe even more, to get out of it. And then confusion, you always hurt yourself with confusion, but the AI never does. So yeah, going back onto this real quick. Porygon. This is actually a new Pokemon we've actually not yet come across in this game. In Generation 2, he was actually given a new evolution known as Porygon 2. The only way you could get Porygon to evolve into Porygon 2 is by trading it with a local friend or via wireless, which has been shut down many years ago, when holding on to an item known as the upgrade. And Porygon 2 is actually a very interesting Pokemon, to say the least. Because he is roughly known to be a very defensive Pokemon. But the reasoning of the whole gist with being defensive is linked to Generation 5 and onwards. And since we are playing a Generation 4 game, which is a remake of the original Gen 2 game, we can't exactly go over the whole... Well, we technically we can, because I think we do technically all know the outcome of why people have known Porygon 2 to be a really defensive Pokemon. For God's sake! Seriously! I like doing Dragon Rage on you, and you are just immediately cancelling out all the damage I'm doing to you! God. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually feeling restless right now because there's something I actually do need to do in real, and come on! This is just time wasting! Seriously, how is it that you got fully paralyzed on the same turn that I paralyzed you, but you're not being There we go, finally! I was waiting for you to finally be fully paralyzed after laying an attack on you. God. Right, okay, at last. That is the final trainer to battle that's actually in the way. I'm going to heal up my Pokemon and I'm going to do what I need to do off camera. So I'm going to have to call this episode off early. I do apologize about this, guys. But it is really important and it needs to get done now. So next time on Pokemon HeartGold, we'll be going up those stairs and seeing what lies beyond them. See you guys then.